I was the kid who took cookie decorating too seriously, which is like how we ended up here. These brown butter pecan sandy sandwiches, they are so good. They are like original sense memory good. They were just always what I would reach for on the cookie trays growing up. And every year I say I'm gonna get the recipe and I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna publish it so that everyone can try them. But now it's time. I have kind of a ridiculous amount of pecans. Put your suggestions for what to do with these pecans in the comments. They're actually called caramel creams and they come from Barbara Youngers of Kingsman, Kansas. Thank you, Barbara. I wanna see if I can do this in the food processor to see if I can maybe take some of the work out of chopping the pecans too. I'm just gonna... This is probably not the best way to get super even pieces, but often butter doesn't say salted or unsalted. But typically with older recipes like this, they mean salted. I had unsalted butter already sitting out, so. Now, is it dark brown sugar or light brown sugar? I'm gonna do a mix of both. This says 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna do half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm gonna do a full teaspoon, only because there's not much else going on in this recipe besides the flavors of vanilla and browned butter and pecans. As my friend Holly says, we measure vanilla with our hearts. Definitely wanna make sure you scrape it down. 2 egg yolks. I'm just gonna mix it until they're combined. Some all-purpose flour. I'm gonna add those pecans when it's like almost all the way mixed. Okay, so maybe if you have a bigger food processor, this would work. Might just be better to do it in the bowl. Like Barbara said. Oh no, I want more nuts. I'm gonna add more. This is half of the dough, by the way. Is that 10 inches? Who even knows anymore? And I'm just gonna roll it around. I'm gonna put them on this and chill them. The logs are chilled. This says cut into 1/4 inch thick slices. And don't tell anyone I'm saving this for the cookie boxes that I will eventually make at the end of this month. And I'm gonna bake them for 11 to 13 minutes. Now we're gonna make the brown butter frosting that goes in the middle. See little brown flakes of confectioner's sugar. Enough cream to achieve spreading consistency. Try to get out the lumps. Well, I burnt one batch. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to save those, but these are fine. Okay, so I flipped over half of them, and you can use just a butter knife to do this. I'm not like that. And then you just press it out to the edges. I'm gonna try the busted one because I'm gonna photograph the rest. You probably want it to set a little bit more because this frosting sets up pretty firm. It's perfect.